Are you coming up or not? Where you at? Come on. Did my phone act? Nope. I thought my notifications worked, but they don't, because they don't work for my channel for some reason. I don't know why. Nobody knows why. Anyway, it is Monday and I have been super productive today. It is 69 degrees outside. All right. Don't chew on the microphone, please. It's the... Is that a notification? No. That was a stupid dating app that I'm going to remove from my phone because it's a piece of crap. Will you stop chewing on the microphone? I love you. Yeah. She's going to do her ASMR thing for you. Ready? 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 Can you do it? Here. Up here. Nope. Don't play with that. Here. Purr into the microphone. Soothe the audience. And when I want her to do it, she won't. Welcome to having cats. Anywho, it is Monday, and as I said, I've actually been extremely productive this month, despite having 2 really crappy days last week. Oh, the joy of having Comcast and Excel Energy. Hey, Austin Mesta, hello, how's it going? But anyway, I got all my client work done on time. I got the video out today. And what else did I do? I did a lot of shit today. Actually, I've been doing a lot of shit all month. This is going to be my best month ever. Like, I went through all of my spreadsheets to check all of the word counts from every month since I started writing in 2012, because I'm a dork like that, and I kept them all. And I found that February of this year was my most productive month, word count wise. So that means blogging and all that other good stuff. And I wrote 23,000 words that month. No, yeah. No. I wrote 73,000 words the whole month, but my best week... Oh no, my best month was April. My best week was in February, and that was 23,000 words. That's what it's called. Yeah. And as things are going, I might break both records this time around. I'm excited. Neo says, I read the article for WriterSanctuary, saw the video for NaNoWriMo 2022, and read the article for Crossing Colorado all before the live. Yeah, because I had 2 vlogs and the video published today. Thank you very much, Neo. You guys are who I write them for. And, I don't know, I just got onto this NaNoWriMo kick, and then I wrote the blog post over the weekend. I think it was on Friday. And then I'm like, I want to make a video about it. So I did. I'm like jazzed. I'm telling you, I am like so close to finishing my second book. Like today, I was writing one of the climax parts of the book, and you get into that groove where everything just comes out right, and the whole story was just amazing. And then I looked at the clock. I'm like, uh-oh, I have to stop in order to get a video out today. Shit. So I stopped, made my video, and then I had dinner, and here I am. But it sucks when you're like in those grooves and you don't want to stop. And I don't know. Just means that the rest of the week is going to go by wicked fast, especially since I have the whole ending to the book in my head. And I've been thinking about this for the last year since I started writing it. And it's all just, oh, it's going to be epic. At least it is in my head. I don't know if anybody else will think it's epic, but for me it is. Austin says, chilling. I just joined Vocal Plus, going to make my first post today. Awesome. Yeah, I did. I joined Vocal Plus, and I haven't done anything with it since I joined. Like, for the last 9 months, I've been paying $10 a month. And every time it comes out of PayPal, I'm thinking, I really need to write more. But given that I try to manage 3 blogs, 3 YouTube channels, the Twitch stream, writing my book, 2 clients that I write for, and is that it? I just don't have time to put into vocal. I have it on Asana though, so like if I ever get caught up on my work in time, I will just surely crank something out on vocal. And I think with vocal, I'm going to use it more as a kind of like a journal of sorts. It seems like the weight loss stuff does the best on vocal for me because I write in the longevity, I write in gaming and journal because that's the closest thing I can find for writing stuff. And so, like, I do a lot of a lot of posts about freelance writing, WordPress, blogging, and self-publishing. Well, they don't have anything like that in vocal that fits very well, so I just been putting it all in a journal. And when you have your own blogs, it's really hard to stay motivated to do vocal simply because I would rather spend that time writing something on one of my blogs that I already make money from. And so it's really hard for me to get the motivation to do something in vocal or hub pages. Hub pages is another good one, Austin, if you're interested in that. And Medium. If I have my own sites, it's really hard for me to get motivation to do it. But I'm going to try, if anything, to see if I can come up with another viable method of making some residual income. Like right now, I'm making like 6 cents a month on vocal. But I haven't written anything since March. So, but that's how that goes. And I'm like super hyper today. I don't know why. Thanks. You are very much welcome. So yeah, check out hubpages.com and Medium. Medium.com is another good one. With Medium, you can set stuff to either be read for free or for memberships. And I think you have to have like 100 followers now to do that. They changed their rules since the last time I wrote. So I wrote an article. When I first wrote an article for Medium, I made 10 cents. I haven't done anything since. Like I said, when you have as much on your plate as I do, it's kind of hard. You have to prioritize what gets the stuff. And right now, finishing my book, which is, I'm telling you, this week I'll be finished with Kingmaker, and then we'll work on editing. I'm going to see if my dad wants to do the cover art for it, and then, because he's a graphic designer, and then with any luck, it'll be published on Amazon and Barnes & Noble by before Christmas. So I'm pretty excited for that. I'm going to start with the paperback, see how that goes, and then eventually we'll slap it into a hardcover, which I'm really excited to have. And for those of you who are member supporters on Buy Me a Coffee, I'll get a signed autographed copy. And I'm thinking about, I think last time I ran a raffle on WriterSanctuary.com where I gave away a autographed copy. And I think no, that wasn't for the book though. That was for hitting 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. So I did a giveaway where I gave away $250 gift card to Barnes & Noble. I can't remember what that was for. But we haven't done one of those in a long time. It's been a rough year. So, yeah. For those of you who are on Buy Me a Coffee monthly members, hopefully you'll be able to get an autographed copy of the book by January. It took Amazon, what was it, like 3 weeks or so, just to send me 10 books, when you can buy a single book and get it within a day. So I don't know why it took them so long, but it is what it is. So hopefully I'll have a stockpile of books. I'm going to have to buy more than 10 this time, because last time I bought 10, ran through them like wicked fast, and then I got 10 more, and I've only got like 4 copies. Oh no, I bought another bulk, or another batch of them. And the print job from Amazon was really good. They use a company that's in Las Vegas, and I was worried that there was going to be running in the ink, but you know, it came out crisp, clear. I love the smell of books. But yeah, that's in the matte. It even feels nice. I like the way it feels. Anyway, A Freelancer's Tale is available on Amazon in paperback and ebook format. It's a story about how I became a freelance writer, starting with text broker up until what I do today, all while suffering one of the worst depressions of my entire life. It was a very, very dark 2016. But, so yeah, let's dive into it. I'm telling you, I haven't even had that much caffeine. I don't know why I'm bouncing. I'm just jazzed. I'm just really excited to be here. Maybe I should have a drink of my, oh yeah, I'm having something different today. Oh, oh yeah. So if Fireball ever comes across my videos, you can definitely sponsor me. Not that I'll probably get suppressed by YouTube, but even probably just by saying that. Good times. Anyway, so I started working on. Okay, so the first point here is that I'm very excited. Obviously, I think probably that's why I'm so hyper, is that I am so close to finishing my book. This is the first time that I've ever written anything this long. So it's going to be about a 75,000, 80,000 word book. I was shooting for 90, but I only write until the story is done, and that means if it's shorter or longer, I write until the story is told. And the first draft will probably be around 75,000, but this is before editing, and I know there's some parts I want to remove. There's some things I want to flesh out already, because I've been making notes in Readsy, which is awesome, by the way. In fact, when the dust settles with everything, I'm going to show everybody how I did Kingmaker in Readsy and creating comments on it. So it's a really awesome app. So, but yeah, I think that's probably why I'm excited. I'm telling you, the ending, I might just finish writing it later. Why? No. I'm not even. It is 7 o'clock. I'm off the clock, people. Not gonna care. Anyway, I did 1,300 words today before I made the video. It took me about an hour and a half. Part of that was I did go back. I actually wrote like 1,600 words, but I removed some parts that really didn't jive well with what I was writing. So I netted 1,300 words, 1,386 or something like that. Hey, Ron, how's it going, buddy? But yeah, I'm like, oh, this is the final chapter before everything culminates. It's awesome. I'm excited. I want to finish writing it. But usually on a Monday, I'm pretty liquored up, so I don't think I want to touch my book by then. I want to spend the next 2 weeks having to fix stuff. Really? You and your tail. Yeah. Doing good. That's good to hear, buddy. You missed that I am this close to finishing my second book. So, pretty jazzed. Was finally able to do some writing today. Awesome. Me too. Actually, I've done a lot of writing lately. In fact, let's take a look at the spreadsheet real quick. Last week I finished with 16,600 words. This week so far I'll hit 22,205. That's also spread across my book, the YouTube scripts, the blogs, and my client work. And this week I'll get quite a bit of client work because this is my insurance week. So, but it all counts. And I have to prioritize clients first because they are who pay my bills. I'm not on the New York Times bestseller list. So, wrote 975 words, about 2.5 hours. That's not too bad. I am really wicked fast when I write. So, I don't know. Yeah, one of my best compliments came from one of my writers a couple of years ago. And he asked me, because this was back before I started making videos, and so I was doing 3 blog posts a day, plus my work with Green Geeks and everything else that I do. And one of my writers asked me, like, how the hell do you do so much content? I'm like, I'm good. Told him, when you don't have a social life, it's pretty easy. Nah, but I average about 1,100 words an hour. That's when I'm doing research for a client or if I'm writing a blog post. Now, if I'm doing a tutorial, they usually take a little bit longer, simply because I do screenshots of everything I'm doing to show people how to do something. So the tutorials usually take me about 2.5 hours, and they'll roughly run around 1,200 words. But when it comes to the stories, it's all in my head, and they just, boom, I can get it out. So Ron says, I am slow and clumsy, but am getting a bit better. Well, and that's what matters, man. We're not in any competition. Don't worry about being slow and clumsy. When I first started writing for textbook, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I was lucky to get 1,000 words a day. So, yeah, you just build up momentum, man. Oh, but yeah, I'm like jazzed, super jazzed about Kingmaker being done. And then I am rewriting 7 for NaNoWriMo, and that'll be in November. And I completely forgot, I have a charity event on, oh, for fuck's sakes, November 5th. 5th and 6th. So I'm going to have to adjust my goals again because I'll be playing 12 hours of games on Twitch for Extra Life, which is a charity event that helps Children's Miracle Network. I support Children's Hospital here in Denver, and the girls and I, we play 12 hours on Saturday, 12 hours on Sunday. We used to do 24 hours straight. We did that 2 years in a row. The first year was rough. Wasn't ready for 24 hours of playing games. The second year wasn't too bad, but then we decided if we break it up on Saturday and Sunday, then we could still have time to breathe in between. So we're going to be doing that on November 5th. So I got to figure out how many words I need to write per day minus 7 days. Because I'm taking 2 days off for Extra Life and then 5 days off when I go to Utah. And so, good times. So anyway, but yeah, that's where I'm at with that. Kingmaker will be done. I'm not gonna guarantee Kingmaker will be done before the end of the week, but it's looking like it's going to be probably by Thursday. Just the way I don't know. It depends. If I decide to take the afternoon instead of watching Frasier or something, I can probably spend that time writing the rest of the book. I closed the door and Max is trying to open it. Not gonna happen, cat. Anyway, let's see. What's else? I have everything planned out for writing NaNoWriMo this year, including the new writing app. I'll be doing a first look on Scribus next Monday. I have a cat knocking at my door. I hear you knocking, but you can't come in. Now Shadow's gonna go check it out. But anyway, I'll be test driving Scribus on next Monday, and we'll do a first look video on that. I've never used it before. I installed it. I haven't set it up or anything, so it'll be a raw reaction to that. I'm not sure if I'm gonna like it. It's open source, which isn't bad, but from the screenshots that I've seen of people using it, it looks kind of like an open source software. I don't know how else to describe it. It's not grandiose with smooth fonts and colors and graphics. But as long as it works, that's all I care about. If it works good, then I'll add it to my list, because I'm building a list of the best writing apps specifically for authors. And yeah, so that's going to be, I'm going to use Scribus to write 7 and then copy and paste it into Wattpad. So everything's ready for NaNoWriMo. Well, except for my goals, because I forgot that I had to take 2 more days off. So I'll do that tonight. Calculate how much I have to write every day. Then I have to create blocks of time to coincide with how much I got to write, which means I'm gonna have to dedicate 2.5 hours a day. Oh my god, that's a lot. Now, 2.5 hours a day doesn't sound like a lot when you're just doing one thing, but with everything I've got going on, I don't know if I have 2.5 hours a day. I'm gonna have to sacrifice like a bunch of shit. Or, I guess it's only for a month if I work long ass weekends. And Austin was waving. Are you waving high or waving by? Either way, howdy. Oh yeah, I'm hitting some amazing numbers this month. I kind of touched base on it at the very beginning of the live stream. I will be definitely breaking my record for words in a month. Like, as it stands, I don't even want to know what that was. It sounded like some glass hit my floor. I remember when I didn't have cats. So this month, I'm going to break my record by 4,721 words so far. And that's even including having 2 days that went to crap yet last week. So, yeah. Hi, Teron. Oh, yeah. It's all good. Jesus, can I have, like, I don't... Zen. See, this is why... If y'all get writing clients, don't use Slack. God, you know, it took them 3 years for them to force me to get Slack on my phone. Now they can reach me everywhere. But yeah, I'm gonna break all kinds of records this month, like I wanted to. That's once I decided that's what I wanted. I've been getting into the mindset of that's not going to stop me. Like the 2 days last week, I had my computer crashed 3 times. The internet went out. My power browned out, which shut my computer down again. I had 3 plugins break on my website. The theme I was using crashed. Like, it was a perfect storm of badness for 2 days. But even with having 2 extremely shitty days, I am still on track to bust some records. In fact, I'm still on track to break last year's total word count of 727,000 words is what I wrote in 2021. I am at this point getting close to wrapping in 751,201 words by the end of this year. So far, if every day for the rest of the year was like today, which I only foresee myself doing even more writing simply because I have my book to finish, Kingmaker 7, and then in December, I'm thinking either starting book 2 or polishing up some more stuff that's on Wattpad, or even finishing the story that I have started on Inkitt. And so, I don't have a shortage of shit to do. In any platform. Like, I'm looking at a list of stuff that I didn't even get to today. And I had a really productive day. This is what happens when you bite off way more than you can chew. But yeah, so despite everything going to shit, I'm still ahead of schedule. So, but yeah, I'm gonna have my best month. That's this month. I bet I even have an even better month next month, simply because I'll be writing every day. Well, I can't really say that because I'm going to be gone for 7 days, because I ain't going to do anything during extra life, and I don't write when I'm on vacation at home, because I'll be staying at Dad's house and then going to Mom's for Thanksgiving dinner, and I don't plan on doing any writing while I'm there, so I plan on doing some golf though. But yeah, so after Kingmaker and 7, I really want to get started on book 2. But I think when I start book 2, I'm going to set a 3-month deadline so that it doesn't take me a year to finish, because the way the Kingmaker is going to end is kind of a cliffhanger. I don't want to make people mad, so I've got to get the second one done as soon as possible. Because it's planned for a 4-book series. So it'll be a 3-month deadline for rough draft, and then hopefully a month or 2 to edit and upload. So 5 months. So by April, book 2 will come out. Around there. Austin says, congratulations, breaking those goals. Yeah, fucking A. Absolutely. Like, oh man, I'm telling you, this month, I'm not normally this excited, but man, after having a great month, or a great day from every angle, like everything just worked today. I even kept my calories below 2,000, and I've done 8,200 steps. I'm going to get some more by the time the show's over. So it's just rolling. Now comes up the downside, though, is that when I'm usually this hyperactive, it usually means the next day is going to be terrible. That's the fun of being bipolar. I was diagnosed 30 years ago, and I just learned to live with it. But who knows? Being this excited could just be the fact that I'm rocking it. Everything's just falling together so nicely. Put my water away. Oh, so that's what I'll do. I'll set the first draft to be 3 months, and then 2 months to get it done. Neo and Ron are talking about Linux. See, I don't know if I would ever use Linux, mostly because everything I use is on Windows 10 or Windows, and everybody's all, well, why don't you just get an emulator? I'm like, at that point, I'm running 2 operating systems at the same time. I might as well just use Windows. I don't know. I don't get anything new unless I absolutely have to. And right now, everything I need is on Windows, and so there's no reason for me to move on. But once, but you need to make 2 partitions on your hard drive. See, I'm telling you. You're running 2 at the same time. I might as well, it's weird. I don't know. I just want Linux on my PC. I don't want Windows 10 unless I absolutely need it. Yeah, and that's fine. Dad loves Macintosh, and no idea why. Like back in the day, in the early 90s, Macs were superior when it came to graphic design. Nowadays, though, you get yourself a PC. Like right now, I've got max memory and a decent video card, so anything a Mac can do, I can do. So there's really, it all comes down to user preference, really. I remember when I first set my graphics to 16.7 million colors, and my dad's Apple friend was like, "Oh, that's bullshit." Like, no, look at it. Anyway, I just got contacted by a random stranger on LinkedIn today. KDC's here. How's it going, buddy? He told me he found me through a blog I write for my client. He said the blog post I made was very well written. That's awesome, dude. I helped one of my clients. No, what it is that my client is setting up webinars, and the girl that's doing the webinar for sent in a description of what her webinar is about. And so she's like, "Can you do something with this?" So I took a minute, looked at it, wrote out a completely new description, sent it to her. She's like, "She wants to hire you." Like, no, it was bland. I fixed it. So it's awesome when that happens, right? Hey, how's it going, baby bird? Howdy, everyone. I'm here. I kind of just stumbled through that. Let's see. You can put Puppy Linux on a CD and boot from the CD or a thumb drive just for fun to mess with it. It's super fast. Loads the whole 500 megabyte OS into RAM. I prefer doing them off of flash drives. Like you can go down to, like I go to Micro Center. And these are 32 gig flash drives that were $5. God, I can't believe how cheap things are nowadays. Remember when I had my own computer shop? 32 gig flash drive was about, I don't know, $70. Times are changing. I put Linux distros on the flash drives. Yeah, see. That's how I would do it. I put Windows on a flash drive once. Mostly when I ran the computer center, we did that so that I had an operating system when somebody brought in a computer that was completely borked. So if you ran Windows off of a flash drive, it was a little bit slower, but you're able to get around and fix shit. So flash drives are awesome. Anywho, yeah. So I think that's it for today. Finish writing my book, NaNoWriMo, and future projects. One of my goals is to get all 3 blogs on a regular schedule before the end of the month, which is looking like a strong possibility. The book's going to be done before the end of the week. And I don't know what I want to write after that, because I want to spend time editing, but I need a new project if I want to keep up the word count. So I'll probably work on my Inkitt story once I'm finished writing Kingmaker, because that's going to be, then we'll shift that into editing phase and get it out as soon as possible. For real. Yeah. Flash drives, way to go. I use flash drives too, but you can't put Windows 10 on a CD, too big. I've never tried Windows 10. This was back 10 years ago. So we were doing it with Windows XP and Windows 7. I never tried it with 10. And then I also had a Linux-based CD that let me crack Windows passwords so that I can help people fix their computers. First got it because somebody brought in their computer that their kid password protected the admin account. So I had to crack it. And I called it the All-Seeing Eye because it was a CD that looked like a tribal eyeball. And so we installed it on that. So that's what we called it, was the All-Seeing Eye, because it would crack passwords. So, in fact, I think I could do it Windows 10 too. What are you guys talking about? Random stuff. You came in a little bit late. I was talking about all kinds of groovy shit that I've got going on. And then we kind of started talking about Linux and Windows 10. Ow. So, right now, y'all know that I use Reedsy to write Kingmaker. And then I'm going to use Scribus to write 7 for NaNoWriMo. I wonder if I can find, hopefully by then I'll have enough money to get Atticus, and I'll write the second book to Kingmaker in Atticus. That would be awesome. Yeah, but what about them? Talking about installing Linux operating systems, using flash drives to load up operating systems. Nice. Baby Word Linux is an alternative to Windows and Mac. Ow. Yeah, I think she knows Austin. She's well, you're a nerd too. Oh, I don't know, because she's a writing nerd. So, and right now she makes video games for her company. So we're all a bunch of nerds. I think it's somewhere written that in order to be a writer, you have to be a nerd. Probably not. I can't see J.K. Rowling being geeking out over Linux. You see Harry Potter trying to install Ubuntu? Anyway, which do I prefer for writing? Ooh. So far, that's a hard one. Right now, I am really into Reedsy. I have a video on it if you haven't seen it. And I've done a couple of articles on WriterSanctuary for Reedsy and setting up goals. I really, really like how Reedsy works. But then I started playing around with Campfire, and Campfire is pretty cool too. Campfire will let you do all kinds of, you can do character development, world building, you can add your maps, you can create new magic things. I mean, it looks like Campfire was built specifically for role-playing people. I got all kinds of people liking my shit. But anyway, Campfire was built more for, what was I saying? RPG people. So like Dungeons and Dragons, stuff like that. But I can see how it would work for writing just about anything. And so Campfire has a lot of possibilities. Sam doesn't like it simply because she's editing Despair, and Despair is an audiobook that I read on YouTube at Creative Sanctuary's website or YouTube channel. And the reason why I haven't got the next episode of Despair out is because she's having a hard time editing Despair from her from the mobile app. The mobile app doesn't work nearly as good as the desktop does. So that's one of the downsides to Campfire, but I like how it all laid out. It's free up to 25,000 words, but it's only $1.50 a month if you want to max that out to unlimited. And that's the kind of the cool thing about Campfire is that you can pick and choose what modules you want to use. So if you don't want maps, don't pay for them. So it's kind of a cool little format. I do like the appearance of Atticus, and I haven't tried it yet, simply because Atticus doesn't have a free version, and it's $150 bucks flat. I just don't have $150 extra. So Atticus is going to be, I'm hoping I'll have money to buy Atticus to write the second book to Kingmaker. But right now, my favorite writing app has got to be Readsy. So it's an awesome platform. Scrivener is it's good. The Scrivener's got a lot of really cool features to it, but it is quite advanced, and so there's a little bit of a learning curve to it, but it might be worth it. There's a lot of cool things that it does. So, okay, I'm like way behind. Let's see, Michael, I'm about to break one of the rules when it comes to dating. My coworker at the studio is cute and very feminine. She gets butterflies when she's around me, and I love it. Touch rule 12: never would date a coworker. Yeah, I work with computer nerds. I still don't know a lot about computers, though. I am a writer. See, I thought you knew more about them, Doc. So I'm 100% a nerd and a mad scientist. Yeah, aren't we all? And a writer. Haven't met anyone special in a while. Psh, we're all special. I'm super special. There you go. Sam should do a video on the difficulties of using Campfire on the mobile app. That's what I'm definitely going to be, when I write the review for it, I'm definitely going to be mentioning it. But she probably could do a video on it. And I got a hair on my eyelash. But yeah, it works up to a certain point. You can't highlight and select to make comments very well on the mobile app, and it doesn't remind her to edit the story like Google Docs does. Google Docs can constantly send you a reminder, hey, you got to edit this. Campfire doesn't do that. So I just think it's new and she doesn't like it. I mean, romantically, we tend to talk about dating and unrequited love. Whoa. I just lost my screen. There we go. My monitors went black. I'm like, not again. And Michael teaches us the rules of dating. So far, I've just got a few. And that's only for creators. Rule 1 as a creator: never date a fan. That's my big, hard stop. So, I wish I could come to your party, Diana, but you live far from me. Oh, I missed the party comment. I am doing some fun stuff for Halloween, though. I'm having a party at my house. I invited 50 people, but I doubt that many are coming. See, and I would, but I'm not going to go to wherever. I think it's Oklahoma for a party. Like, if I was there coincidentally, maybe, but... Oh... I know enough to get by. I guess I'm not sure how my computer knowledge ranks with the average person. Well, if you can turn it on, that's better than most people. I've had to fix some of the dumbest problems as tech support. So, trust me, you know more than the average person. Wizard or something? Yeah, I'm telling you. I wouldn't reject the invitation. I wouldn't reject it. I would have no way to get out there. So I can't do anything like that. I've heard of Linux, but that's it. Well, see, you're a step ahead of more than 40% of the country, I bet. It's not hard, but people think it is. Yeah, a lot of troubleshooting for computers is really quite easy, but people see the computer and they know all its internal workings. They get overwhelmed by it, and it really doesn't take that much. You just got to get past the being overwhelmed sensation. Like for me, my favorite moment was one of my friends who fancied himself a computer genius called me up one day. It was like, I can't get my computer to turn on. It won't turn on because he just put in a new power supply. I asked him, is it plugged in? Yeah, it just won't turn on. I'm like, all right, I'll come over. So I go over to troubleshoot, and he didn't have it plugged in. I'm like, that is the first freaking thing I asked you. Well, I thought it was. I'm like, no, you look. God. First thing I ask the kids when they call me from Sterling, is it plugged in? You can't imagine how many problems are solved just by plugging something in. I had to, when I was working at the school district before I quit, when I became a writer, there was a teacher that had me come in, and she was one of the tech teachers. She was doing the class for the software that you can make robots out of Legos. They had like a Lego robot set, and she was teaching how to do the software for it. So I thought, silly me, she would be something somewhat tech. So she calls me up, her monitor's blown out. So I'm like, yeah, okay. So I take a monitor with me, just in case. I go in and look at it, and all I had to do was slide the power cable up, because in the back, sometimes the powers will slide down, but it'll still look like it's plugged in. So unless you're actually touching it and forcing it up, you don't know if it's plugged in or not. So all I did was, funk, monitor came right back on. So, yeah. I can tell you stories. Michael and I will both go to your all-girls party. No, because she's going to invite her 20 and 30-year-olds. I'm too old for that. It's like my son was like complaining that it's so hard dating. I'm like, bitch, please. I am in my 40s. I am 46. You know how difficult it is for a 46-year-old to find a date? Like, off the top of my head, I can think of 20 or 30, I can think of 10 places right now that you can go to for 20 and 30-year-olds for finding all kinds of dates. For 46, I'm looking at the grocery store. I don't know where to go, so I just don't go. I'm happy. Yeah, I would like to take a class in troubleshooting or something like that. There's so much to learn. No, there is quite a bit. My boss makes me feel stupid. No, it just let it roll off your back. Like I said many, many times before, you can't please 100% of the people 100% of the time. It's impossible. So, you want to aim for your target audience. And in this case, your boss is not your target audience. Not really. Anyway, these women are all ages. I had better luck hanging out at the DMV. Where can I go find dates, Michael? Well, I have no idea from there. I'm talking here in Denver. In Denver, I can drop my son off at one of 20 different places right now. But I don't know where you're at, so I'm trying to do something different. My linguistics course has me questioning if I should continue writing or not, so learning Linux and QuickBooks would help. Why? I didn't take any courses, and I'm a writer. I decided to be a writer. I became a writer. Don't let your doubts from a course sway what you want to do. Sure, not everybody's cut out to be a writer, but until you actually put in the effort to publish something or to get yourself out there, you will never know. So don't let a course dictate whether you are going to be or not a writer. I don't. It makes me feel bad when I hear that. Yeah, but he's my boss, so I have to please him. Uh-oh. We will gloss over that comment. He thinks I should be better with computers. Oh, well, people are church. You'll find a good one, or maybe a really not a one. You're not in Denver, are you? Austin? I haven't been to the church in a long time. They had it under construction for a while. You're not talking about the same one, are you? Because that one's a naughty one. Oh, it's not a naughty one. It's the old church they turned into a club. But yeah, that'd be kind of cool if you're in Denver. I need more friends. I thought of going to church, but I'm not religious, although I've kind of exhausted all other options. Oh, you mean going to church to meet women? Okay. All right. Why would not the ones I'm looking for? He wants to. He wants you to so he can pay you less and make you do more. Yeah. Keep that. Keep that out. Keep that in mind. I'm not into quite quitting whatever that bullshit is on TikTok right now, but don't go too far above and beyond what your contract dictates. If they want to pay you for extra work, they make them pay you for extra work. If they want you to do extra work, make them pay for that extra work. That's what I meant. It's like my most recent client tried talking me out of doing more than my contract. I'm like, no. You'll be paying a little bit more if you want it. Or you can go somewhere else. I know what I'm worth. You know what I'm worth, otherwise you wouldn't be here. That's what confidence does for you. I get matched with girls on Tinder, Diana. Also, clubs, festivals, Comic-Con, bars, dance halls, etc. I don't use Tinder. I have Bumble that I'm 300. Okay, so I did a study last year about this time. 300 swipes to the right. It wasn't just one of those, you need to swipe everybody. No. These are all I spent every day for about 2 months. And I would hit, I would go through each profile and swipe right on somebody I thought was interesting. And so out of 300 swipes to the right, only one matched. And she let the timer expire, so she didn't write to me. And that was it. So it was a 0.26% chance you'll get a swipe back and a 0% chance you'll respond. So I stopped using Bumble that much. But every time I look at Tinder, I just think of horror stories. So, I don't know. Any church, any church will do. Hey, I've turned Mormons. Anyway, I'm packing my bags and heading to Washington. We have a strip club that became a church here. I'm not religious either. Oh. That's different. I don't know, maybe they're cleansing it. I don't know if I'd want to turn it anything. Yeah. I've visited. I've only been to 2 strip clubs my entire life. Once was when Dad and I first moved up here, and Dad's friend wanted to go to one, and like, whatever. And then the other one was my brother's 30th birthday party. That was an interesting night. The only times I ever went. I'm not into that kind of stuff. I never have been. Oh, I've asked for a raise, but they said since it's a university job, they don't really give raises. Well, start looking, telling us, okay, that's fine. I'll just start looking for another job. FYI, women that go to church can be just as bad as women who don't. Yes, I know that for a fact. The same could be said for men. Some people go to church on Sunday and do drugs and still on Monday. Yep. Such a contradiction, ain't it? Men have it really hard on dating, online dating. Oh yeah, it's horrible. It's a shit fest. So dating apps suck. Like, they like the confidence of being able to walk up and speak without getting nervous. Yeah. I just think dating apps suck. I'm single by choice. I don't go out and do anything. I'm content with writing and doing everything I do here. I do try to get out more often lately, but I don't really have anywhere to go. So that's okay. I'm fine with that. I'm happy. Like I said, I have a great life. I have my own house. My van has a flat tire and a bad battery. But, I have my own house. I have my license back. I'm a published author. I make quite a bit of money for what I do. And, yeah, I get to see my kids every weekend. What else could I need? That's because and online are either craving attention or have very high expectations. Yeah, there's some studies you ought to take a look at. I think it's like 80% of the women on dating apps are going for the top 1% of men. So, yeah. Any more, though? I don't know. I'm perfectly content being home. I don't know. I would like to go out and do some more stuff. So, my first girlfriend was a very naughty Mormon. Mine was. She wasn't at first. I corrupted her. And oh, did her family hate me? I was with her for 3 years. So, many people ask me if I'm Mormon because of my beliefs. Everybody asks me if I'm Mormon as soon as they know that I'm from Utah. I'm like, not everybody in Utah is Mormon, all right? Some of us aren't. I don't do naughty things. What does top 1% mean? Or top 1% man, just curious. In terms of looks and income, mostly they're going for the hunky, ripped, young studly guys. Which is funny because most of the women that go for them, they wouldn't, being nice. I stopped using dating apps because of the things I am trying to accomplish. Right now, I don't have the time to invest into getting to know someone. I'd rather stay single and see what happens. Yeah. That's what I've said. I'm happy. I don't need somebody in my life. I've got my kids. I've got my cats. I've got plenty of shit going on. It would be nice if I met somebody, but I'm going to meet them on my terms. And I'm going to be very picky because I can be. I'm not desperate. And I know what I bring to the table. So, when I say it's her loss, I fucking mean it. Wow. That made me sound cocky as hell, didn't it? But it's true. Like, that's confidence. I'm not conceited. It's confidence. It's knowing knowing who I am and being happy and comfortable in my life. There'd be a man with Bill Gates' bank account, but looks like Chris Hemsworth. Yeah, there you go. That's a good description there, Neo. Missionaries have fun learning about Buddhism for me. Oh, man, I got into an argument with Mormon missionaries once when I lived in Utah. Because they were talking about the highest celestial kingdom of heaven for the Mormons. You have to do your 10% tithing every year. This is when you give 10% of your income to the church. So I asked them, so you have to buy your way into heaven? And I rolled with it. Oh, they were pissed. Like, no, that's bribery. You have to bribe God to get into heaven? Yeah, they don't like it when I talk like that. These 5'2" girls refuse to date men who aren't 6 foot. Yeah, exactly. See, I'm lucky. I'm 6 foot tall. Over 6 feet is 20%. Want a nice face, 10%. Similar personality, 2%. Money 2, 1%. Yep. Exactly. That's how it breaks down. What is that? Is what the 1% men that women are looking for. So they have to learn. I've never had a BF though, so I'd just like to experience that, you know? Huh? You tell him, Michael? Yeah. Preach, brother. Anyway, you should hear me get on a rant. I get it. The point is that you don't take just anyone, but have realistic expectations too. God damn, I'm reading slow tonight. Yes. Come on. You're the one who got down. Let's go. Go. Well, come on. Well, don't sit there and meow. It made you get up here. Jesus. Come on. The point is that you don't take just anyone, but have realistic expectations too. Exactly. The height requirements for men really piss me off. All I'm asking for is a guy I generally like spending time with, and for him to like me back. But no, I still can't find that. Me either. I'm not looking for a man, but I thought I had one. I thought I had one about this time last year. But then she found out that I was bipolar and then ghosted me. Like, I'm not even psychotic bipolar. I just have my episodes where I'm up and down. But she freaked her out. And she was like damn near perfect, too. Just goes to show. I'm just going to stop telling people all my problems altogether. Like, if I just die for no reason, then she can be surprised. Fuck it. Shoot 5'3", and I will date someone 5'7". He is taller than me. Yeah. I like being 6 foot tall. Puts me in the upper bracket. Barely. But, you know, that's all good. By this time next year, I don't know. See, I'm on my kick to lose 40 pounds in 3 months. Now, so far, I'm down 2 pounds from Sunday. So, I bet I'll lose another 2 pounds today. So, I'm going to look pretty goddamn good by the time this year's over. She said, pick me up. Yes. I'll like short guys. Michael, you are such a wonderful person. That was her loss. Yeah, it was. It really bugged me at first. Because she said all the right things for like 2 months. Everything was like almost perfect. I'm like, this can't be real. And yeah, so she ghosted me the next day after finding that out. After all this lovey-dovey stuff. I'm like, holy shit. I'm thinking her friends probably talked her out of dating me because I was psychotic or had mental issues. But, you know, that's okay. If she's willing to go to those lengths from something that small, then imagine what she would do if she were to learn the whole me. Because this is an experience, baby. It's a roller coaster. There will be ups and downs. My wife was bipolar, amazing woman, totally psycho on her downs, then apologized. See, I don't get completely psycho. I get like, my downs are mostly depressive. So I'm like, not suicidal, but I'm like really super down on my low days. And so, yeah, it's, I've been getting better at controlling it over the past year, but, oh, COVID vaccine made her brain swell. I am so sorry to hear that, Austin. That's sad. Well, my condolences. Wow. God damn, what a way for you guys to bring down the room. But no, seriously, Austin, that sucks, man. I'm sorry to hear that. Such is life. Let's see. Katie C, there's a Mormon church 20 minutes from me. I need to plan my approach. What? What do you, no. What are you doing? Oh. Well. Amino acid, chelated zinc helps with bipolar. I'm not I don't know if they tried that on me. They put me on escalith, lithobid, mostly lithium stuff. And neither one of them phased me. But I was like 15 when they did that. And see, back in the day, I was diagnosed when I was 15. And I spent 18 days in the psych ward. It's not a badge of honor. It was a horrible day, or horrible month. But they put me on escalith and lithobid, and it didn't phase me at all. Like, nothing changed. And at that point, it used to be called manic depressive bipolar, but I think nowadays it's bipolar 1. I think. Fuck it, I just learned how to live with it. So when I have my down days, I try to avoid interacting with um, certain people and certain things, and I just focus on what I need to do that day. And then I have ups, like today, where I'm kind of worried I'm having an up day because I am so hyper. But um, I don't know. I just learned to live with it. You adapt. So it's not prescription, just a high quality vitamin. I need some vitamins. I really do. Why not a Catholic woman? Yeah, what is it with you? What's going on? They tried to convert me 3 years ago. The Mormons are like the Borg. Resistance is futile. They try to assimilate you into their collective consciousness. Don't do it. I came up with that theory back when I was like 16. My ex thought it was amazing. Resistance is, and as how resistance is and always has been futile. Zinc takes a long time to make a difference, but is permanent and helps regulate the dopamine receptors. I need zinc for another reason. I can't remember what, but yeah, I'll be. Thank you for reminding me, Austin. I will be looking for zinc. It's a health thing of why I need it, and I can't remember why. Maybe I should write a blog post about it. Generalized anxiety disorder. That's just being a millennial. Isn't that, let's see, Michael, isn't that what every religion tries to do, though? No, not necessarily. The Lutherans, I have never been pressured to go to a Lutheran church. My grandma and grandpa were Lutheran, so maybe I'm immune. But I've never been pressured to go to Lutheran churches at all. The Lutherans don't send out scouts to incorporate new people into the collective. Yeah, Lutherans, I have no problem with Lutherans. I love Lutherans. I think I've been to a couple of Lutheran churches, and they are some of the most laid back, easygoing, God worshiping people I've ever met. They're amazing. Mormons, not so much. The Borg. Yeah, exactly. I'm Catholic, but wouldn't date a Catholic man that didn't believe in birth control. Yeah, I'm all for birth control. We got enough psychos out there in the world today. I would love to go off my meds and just deal with my anxiety naturally. Ooh, careful with that though. Keep in mind that I've been dealing with my shit for 30 years, so I have a little bit of a good insight into how I work. I don't suggest people just jump off their meds and wing it. Sometimes it's worth it. So be careful with that. When they try to convert me, I tell them how much Lucifer loves them. My ex, my first ex, Sherry, the one I have the boys with, when missionaries would come up to the, no, not missionaries, never mind. That was a completely different person. Wow, my mind is like Swiss cheese. I'm trying to feel like Sam Beckett. Never mind. Wasn't even a relevant story. I don't know. I just want religious freak, to be honest. We gotta be careful with that though, because some of those religious freaks aren't gonna be that freaky. They're just gonna be religious. So, just, dude, enjoy who you are and enjoy who they are. Doesn't matter what religion they belong to. As long as she treats you right and likes you, that's all that matters. You guys made me discover a kink I never thought I had. What, being spanked with her rosary beads? Okay, I will. Zinc is good for testosterone as well and immunity. I think that's what I need it for, to be honest. Let's see, I'm making sure I'm not too far off. You want a religious freak? Okay, I haven't heard that one before. I mean, gradually, of course. Well, yeah, that'd be good. Is there such a thing as a religious freak? Yes, I've been with some. Yes, I know. And I tell you, when I converted, you know what? This is WriterSanctuary. I'm not going to go into porn here. I know it's just that religious freak normally has a negative connotation. Well, depends. I have weird kinks too. Yeah, cartoon characters. They're forced to be super cool or super good, so them in private, they let out of the bad. So hold on, let me read that again. I think I fucked that up. They forced to be super good, so then in private, they let out the bad. There you go. I think KC means the sexual part of freak, not obsession with religion freak. There you go. Yes, what Neil said. This video is getting demonetized or getting suppressed for sure. No one's going to be able to see this one. Anyway, it is 8 o'clock. Let's do our anxiety cards. We were just rambling on for 30 minutes. Kind of reminds me of back in the day when we used to ramble on. Can you remember when that one day when we'd ramble for like 2.5 to 3 hours live? That was back when YouTube liked me. Okay, so good. So then, yeah, that's what as soon as I reread it, I'm like, oh, that's what he meant. Okay, so last week's card was visualize a calmer self, which is super difficult for me to do because I'm always in chaos. Inhale peace, exhale anxiety. Now I do a lot of breathing anyway throughout the day. I breathe in 3 deep breaths, out 3 times. Zen. Sun is warm, grass is green. Close your eyes, take a few deep breaths, and picture yourself calm. Visualize your body relaxed. I'm always high tense, so visualizing my body to be relaxed is like telling a brick to be soft. That's not going to happen. But I did do a lot of breathing, so I kind of kept with the card. Oops. Yeah, I kind of miss those days. See, I do too, but then YouTube started hiding my videos, so now I don't get nearly as many people to watch, and we're like, I've got shit to do. Okay. Next card. Is that card from the 1960s? Is that card from the 1960s? Inhale peace, exhale anxiety? No, not necessarily. There's a lot of tree huggers nowadays that believe in that kind of stuff. This is why I don't have an audience. Because I offend people. Anyway. Here we go. Card number 2. Card for this week. Change your focus. Yeah. Note and reset. Okay. Leave the situation and take a moment outside. If it helps, you can write down what is causing stress. By changing your surroundings, you can reset your mood. Okay, so I already did this anyway. I try to break when I'm working. I try to take breaks and go walk around the backyard. I sit outside with my squirrels in the tree. I'm not in the tree, they are. And I do have a lake that is a few blocks away, so maybe I'll do some walks around the lake. Somebody used the cat box behind me and she won't stop digging at it. So yeah, okay, I could try that. We're gonna try changing our focus by going to the lake more often. Maybe I'll snap it. Maybe I'll Instagram it. I have a couple of pictures on Instagram from the lake, so maybe I will try to get into the mindset of doing that. So yeah, I will put this down for tomorrow. Hopefully I don't forget, so I'll even put it up here so I remember. And I'll add it to the community tab, so for our anti-stress week. I shared my love of Yogi-Yo with my writing class. Well, okay. I can't really say much because I had a crush on Rebecca from Tailspin back in the day. So, I get you. If that's who you like, that's who you like. I've had some weird crushes too. You could cross-post a description of your YouTube video to Vocal and embed the video in the Vocal page. The problem is that I don't think that I'm safe for Vocal. This is kind of tame. Usually I have a mouth like a drunken sailor. well, on crack. So there's sometimes I'm thinking, I don't know, maybe I'm just too much for YouTube. Eh, I am who I am. Multiple wives, is that what the KDC wants? God, no, I'm looking, in your 20s, you could probably think, yeah, I could do 5 wives. I'm 46, and I'm like, fuck, I'd be happy just to do one. I don't think I would have the energy for more than one. I'm old. See, this is why back in the day, 2,000 years ago, men only lived to be 40. I can understand why. Tell the women up front, make sure you can afford multiple wives. People love anime, Michael. I am in love. Yeah. And like I said, I give you crap for it all the time because it's funny. But, in reality, back in the day, I did have a crush on Rebecca from Tailspin, and I do like, let's see, I'm trying to think of a good one. I never really liked Jessica Rabbit. I thought she was too, I think it was her hips that just bothered me. I like more realistic. I'm trying to think of another cartoon character I liked. I can't think of any offhand. I was a fan of Psylocke from the X-Men comic books. Anyway. Deep in thought about what fictional characters I'd bone. I mean, your how to write for textbook videos are pretty safe for work. Yeah, they are. They're pretty droll. I don't know. Back when I first made those, I look back now, I'm like, fuck, man, I was like, it's like my favorite saying is an IKEA manual on Valium. It's just pretty straight. I'm a lot looser now. But, I could probably do that, Austin. In fact, that's what I do with my blog. A lot of the YouTube videos that I have for Textbooker are embedded in my blog. So it'd almost be like rehashing the same shit. I don't know. I'll think of something though. I do plan on doing some more with vocal. Are we going to travel together? That's only one. I've seen people cussing on vocal, and there's a not safe for work community. Yeah. Cool. Maybe I'll join that one. My kid's dad claimed he wanted multiple wives. I told him there are women out there that want that lifestyle. He asked if I would be a sister wife. Oh, wow. I said no, because if he was going to have multiple wives, then I should have another husband. Yeah, turnabout's fair play. That is one of the reasons why him and I aren't together now. Yeah, I bet. He probably didn't like that, did he? Yeah. I'm like, I've been invited a couple times to polyamorous relationships, mostly from from Zeusk. But I'm like, nah, I don't like to share my toys. Anywho, I think we're gonna wrap it up now. We're like way off topic. We're sinking like a stone. I read your blog sometimes, but vocal would get you a separate audience. People browsing on there will find you. There are like 1 million people just in the other writers according to them. Yeah, I hear the same things, but like I said before, it's just really hard to get motivated, especially since I do have all my other platforms that I could create content for. And so I just gotta sit down and do it. And I really do plan on doing more. In fact, it's on my Asana. If I ever get done with everything in a day, then I'll write another blog post for Asana. But for me, I don't know. I'll figure something out. You have toys, Michael? Yes. This is one of my favorite toys right now. It's a black light. Ooh, cool. I love black lights. And I have... What else is fun in my... Oh, you know, I haven't been playing with my baseball. I usually have my baseball here. That was signed by a baseball team that is almost all the way run away or worn out. Yeah, anyway. Hurry, Sam. Oh. Hold on, I want to come say hi. Oh. So Sam is going to say hi. I like Diana's sense of humor.
Hi.
Sam's here. Oh. Anyway, so we have a new Austin is here. So
Awesome. I saw that. Well, then it took me forever to figure out who Baby Bird was because I haven't been watching. So I.
Oh,
like,
you have no idea that she changed her name.
yeah.
Oh.
Well, I finally was able to figure it out in context. So.
You're so enthusiastic. Oh, you thought I meant sex toys. Not really. Well,
No, she thought you meant sex toys.
yeah. No, I didn't.
Oh.
I have all kinds of toys here. Let's see. Well, let's see. Oh, another one of my favorite toys is this motherfucker. This is a lint roller that is a wand. You just rub it on stuff.
It works so well.
Takes all the cat hair and you just...
And it takes
it comes
all
out at the bottom here and just throw it away. It's great.
It is crazy dark in here. It doesn't, I mean, it looks so dark on the
No,
camera.
it does.
But it's
yeah,
not
right?
like dark in here visually.
No,
It's weird.
it's just on the camera.
I was looking on the video,
It's like super dark.
and I mean, let me turn down. But
Yeah.
it's so freaking dark,
It's almost Halloween-y.
right?
And I have this I gotta hook up that Sam's supposed to help me with. This is an Alexa. For
Yeah.
kids.
For kids. He got it for Christmas last year.
But it's a tiger. So I wanted a tiger Alexa. So we have to hook that up still. But yeah, I've got all kinds of cool toys.
Yeah. No, he doesn't have. He just has cool regular toys. He doesn't have cool sex toys.
No. Nope. It's nice to see your face, Sam. It's super dark. Yeah, it is. Like I'm telling you, I need to get panel lights, and I was going to get one from Best Buy
When you were
2 days
there?
ago, but they didn't have any lights at Best Buy at all. We have to go to Micro Center. And unfortunately, Micro Center's in the heart of Denver, and
Yeah.
that means somebody's going to have to take time off from work, and I wonder who that's going to be. Paddle. A paddle.
That's-
I could use one as a paddle. Bad baby, bad baby. It'd probably break.
It would break.
Yeah.
It's plastic.
It's plastic. It'd come apart with one whack.
Austin says your camera's white balance is off.
I've tried messing with it. If I try to drop or increase the white balance, it bleeds everything out. Like I've spent the past 2 months trying to fix it. I just think that it's a webcam, and the way the webcam is picking up, it's a generic webcam, so I don't have a lot of settings I can mess with. But I am saving up for a decent camera, so hopefully soon. So it'll look all kinds of cool. I still need better light though. It's still
Yeah,
not
you definitely. I mean, it's not super bright in here, but it's definitely brighter than what it looks like on camera.
a mouth tiger and a lint paddle. Hey, when you're 46, it takes very little to jazz your boat here.
You got a skeleton back here.
Yeah, I have a squid skeleton. I've got my sound effects machine.
Oh, you have. There you go. There's a toy for you. You have Raziel and his noble steed.
Oh yeah, I've got Raziel from Soul Reaver, one of my favorite games of all time.
And a bunch of tigers. He's got a shit ton of tigers.
I got a tiger puzzle box from Hawaii. It's really cool.
Get a slide the keys up first.
Oh, it's this one. Yeah. Upside down. I've got my Sega Saturn. I got my Genesis. I mean, all kinds of groovy shit. So, Michael, this is so inappropriate. How is it inappropriate?
You're bad baby, bad baby.
What did you with you again? Who are you? Who is KDC talking to? Diana. Oh, Diana.
Yeah.
It's on Discord. Maybe best with the white balance settings in OBS Studio to filter the feed. I could, but right now I use XSplit for streaming, for live stream, and then I use OBS for the recording. And I've tried messing with some of the settings on both of them, and this is almost pretty much the best I can get it. You should see it before I messed with it. It was like completely black. So I'm definitely going to be looking into a new camera. So during the day when I'm making the videos, I got my natural light coming in from here, and so no problem. When I was in my own office, my light was directly above my head, so there was no problem. But I gave somebody my office because they had to. You spend more time here than at your house.
Sure do.
This is why it's so hard to date. Nobody likes it when you have your ex in tow. Jazz your boat. He has the perfect lighting to set the mood for jazzing up his boat. Damn Skippy. Anybody want to take a cruise? Just call me the love captain.
That's not true.
You can tickle. Okay, I'll say that one because we probably will get banned from YouTube. One time I asked Michael to pet his kitty without knowing it was a dirty joke. Yeah, I have.
I have a story similar to that, Diana. Don't feel bad. I had a cat at workshop when I was living in Sterling, and I had to take him to the vet and get shaved, okay? So I'm walking through, I'm talking on my Bluetooth to Mike on the phone, and I was like, hey, do you want me to send you pictures of my shaved kitty? I was literally talking about the cat. I wasn't being. And as I'm saying this guy's walking the other way, and he makes eye contact with me and just starts giggling. And I was like, "Oh my god, I'm so embarrassed." And Mike's dying. He's on the phone, just dying.
That's the first place my mind went.
I didn't even think that's the first place that guy's mind went to.
Because Michael has cute cats. Yep, I do.
Shadow was just here. I thought she was going to come up.
Some cameras can't pick up certain frequencies of light. Some cams will look better with incandescent versus LED versus fluorescent. I just think that I just don't have enough light here for this camera.
I think that's...
The quality is still better. Like, I got a 4K Luratech, and the quality is still better than a Logitech HD, but I still think I want a $600 camera just so that I can do more with it. I want to do... Like, I would like to do more, like, I want to do skits and stuff on the Creative Sanctuary channel. And so I would love to have something more mobile than my phone. And the webcam can't be all that mobile. Take a trip on the cruise line. That's what I'm telling you. The Love Boat. Soon we'll be making another run. All aboard. Wow, this channel is going to go somewhere else.
Right?
I wouldn't know why YouTube doesn't show my shit. I'm slowly losing viewers, like, and subscribers.
Well, when you're not consistent with quality content.
Hey, this is quality. What are you talking about? I got people laughing.
Right? Sounds like a dad joke. Well, he makes some pretty good dad jokes.
Love Captain sounds like a dad joke. Yep. I've been watching too much Frasier lately. There are apps to use a smartphone camera on your PC for streaming. Really?
That'd be interesting. My smartphone has an amazing camera.
I'm going to look that up, Austin. Maybe we'll do a video on it. Romance Sanctuary.
No.
That's all I need is another YouTube channel.
No.
I've already got 3. Let's make a 4th. It'll only be once a week.
No.
Or Fridays.
No.
Friday nights.
No.
No. It'd be funny.
It'd be funny.
You know where this is going, Michael? Hot tub stream. I'll never give up until you do it.
Dirty Sanctuary after hours.
Oh, God, you guys are coming up with some awesome ideas.
Quit encouraging him. He's already got too much going on. God, if you guys are going to give ideas, give me a topic for tomorrow, guys. Come on. I'm a slacker. I don't have one yet.
So we do the podcast for Crossing Colorado at 11 a.m. Mountain Time on Tuesdays. And it's her damn show, and she doesn't even ever come up with topics.
I think since you're doing a 12-week challenge, and I decided to join you to the end of the year, that we should talk about last 12 weeks of the year.
Wow, what a cop-out.
I admitted it.
What a one-off. That's whatever, loser. All right.
Come on, I don't got any other ideas. I'm fresh out.
Okay. Let's see, Romance Sanctuary and the adult vocal media community. Bam! There you go, Austin. I'm telling you, that would work.
That would work.
And then I wouldn't have to.
Time.
Yeah, YouTube Shorts for Romance Sanctuary. Yeah.
Oh, shit. I need to go.
I can give tips on what not to say to women. I was about to start spouting off some.
Yeah, please don't.
We'll probably have to list this video as unavailable.
WriterSanctuary Adult Swim Edition.
There we go. I could do it. Oh God, remember when we used to do that all the time?
Yeah.
Like Robot Chicken's I'm a big fan of Robot Chicken. And so I would do stupid shit just like that. And after everything, I'd look at Sam and go,
Shadow, come on. You can come up here.
Link it to vocal. Great out of it. See, yeah, we can make a web of it.
Jeez.
We are making progress. The sad thing is that something like Romance Sanctuary or Dirty Sanctuary After Hours, any one of it would probably do stupid well on YouTube. Yeah. And Shorts and TikTok.
Sounds like you're working up to an OnlyFans.
Okay, just to let y'all know, I will never have an OnlyFans. Is it bad that we're trying to talk my son into having one? Not that I want to see it, no. But just that he would make bank.
Ugly feet. He'd make good money.
He'd retire. I know. That's all you want from your kids, right? As long as you're happy and you make money, man, I don't care.
I've tried to convince Donovan for
I don't think it's not just the ugly feet. He's a bear.
Oh, he's fuzzy. Annika calls him Chewbacca or Sasquatch. And she tells people, it's okay, Donovan, people are into bestiality. That was the best line ever. My kids are rude.
This video is getting suppressed for sure.
Oh my goodness.
Fansley.
So the girls, you could pay for the warehouse.
That could pay for, yeah.
Oh God.
How the hell would I do an OnlyFans? No one wants to see this.
You'd be surprised. So,
except for like 50-year-old women, moms. I can't really say much because I've dated some hot 50-year-olds.
Yeah.
Anna, 53, banging ripper body.
Right. I thought about doing an OnlyFans.
But you know, nowadays I'm getting closer. I'm thinking, I remember when my grandparents were in their 50s. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I can't see them being that way. And so I think that's feeding into my midlife crisis.
That's funny.
Okay, anyway, we're going to wrap it up. It is 8:30. Normally we wrap it up at 8. Okay, so as to recap, I'm finishing the book this week. I've been doing great progress. Thinking by Thursday it's going to be done. I was like all in. I had to stop myself to do the video today. So pretty excited for that. My plans for NaNoWriMo for 2022 is to finish my story 7. That's on Wattpad. If you want to read it now before I get working on it, remember it is cringeworthy and it was written 6 years ago. So.
It's still good. It's cringy. It's cringy, but it's good. The basic story is good. It's just needs
the plot is good. The writing isn't.
It's not bad. It's just not.
I am hitting some amazing numbers this year. I'm going to be breaking all kinds of writing records for monthly and weekly goals, and yearly. I am like pretty far ahead right now.
Yeah.
I've been rocking this month. After Kingmaker and 7, I am planning on start writing the second book to Kingmaker. Going to do a 3-month deadline for it, so you guys aren't waiting a year to read it. That will be available on Amazon, and book 1 will be available on Amazon and Barnes & Noble, hopefully by Christmas.
Ooh, that doesn't give us very much time to edit.
No, we're going to have to be busting some ass. That's why when I'm done writing it this week, I will shoot it to you and start reading now.
Okay. Who else is reading it? Do we have other people? Are Neo and Chris?
I want to get Neo's email address. If you can contact me, Neo, through my contact form, send me your email address. If you want a beta read Kingmaker, if you don't, that's fine. But I would like to send one to Chris, Dad, and probably my cousin, the writer that's on Twitter. I come from a lot of people in my family are authors.
Yep.
Published authors. On both sides. Anyway. And that's about it. So.
And did you go over the card? You picked it up to go over?
Yep, you go. Okay, and we're going over the card. Change your focus, note, and reset. Leave the situation and take a moment outside. If it helps, you can write down what is causing stress. By changing your surroundings, you can reset your mood. I plan on taking a few trips around the lake, mostly to get steps in, but no, I like walking. So, and there we have it. So, and I did it at the very beginning of the video, but I'll do it again. A Freelancer's Tale is available on Amazon in paperback and ebook format. It's the story about how I got started as a freelance writer with Text Broker up into what I do today while suffering one of the worst depressions of my life. So, and that is in the link to that is in the description down below. Let me catch up here. With the right material and your voice alone, you could do it.
That made me giggle.
Right? Maybe I can start reading some Apple magazines or product descriptions on Amazon.
You should just read dirty books.
No, I need to read something that's mundane. Change your focus, note, and reset.
Okay, quit.
Leave the situation and take a moment outside. If it helps, you can write down what is causing stress. By changing your surroundings, you can reset your mood. Anyway.
Anyway.
Now that everybody's gone.
I know.
It's like, bail. Alrighty. Thank you guys for watching. It was a very interesting night. Do I think Weevil... What do you think of Weevil? I think he's a cartoon character, and no, I don't think he's cute.
Me either.
Anywho,
Oh God, I got to join for a little bit.
yep. Well, I'll be back next Monday, hopefully with better lighting. Can you look him up and let me know what you think? I have looked him up, and I know I don't think he's cute.
Neo. She's asking Neo.
Oh, you're asking Neo. Okay. Audible's hiring. Well, I do. I don't do that on Creative Sanctuary, but I do read my audio. The book that I'm writing, Despair, is also available on Wattpad, but I am also recording it as an audiobook on YouTube at Creative Sanctuary's YouTube channel.
I finished one and edited it, and you didn't record it for this week.
No. Well, I'm just explaining that. It took us so long because you couldn't get it to work right
I couldn't
on
get it to work out right
Campfire.
on
$50 for the warehouse. $50 a day for the warehouse is what I need. May the force be with you. Hope everyone has a great week. See you next Monday. See you, Ron. Have a good one. I sent my email on Instagram. Cool. Groovy. I forgot that we could do that. So as soon as I'm done, I will send it to you. Sheesh, Michael. Cooley Jets, bro. Right? I know. I jumped the gun on that one. Sorry. Blessed be. Have a good one, Austin. Thank you guys for watching. And
Have a good night,
I
everybody.
will see you probably on a video Wednesday. Unless you watch
so
Crossing
dark hiding back
Colorado's.
here.
Right? You're hidden. Want to see something really cool? Watch this. Ninja vanish. Anyway, Sam and I will be back on Crossing Colorado's podcast tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Mountain Time.
Being lame, because we're going to do a lame topic, because nobody had any ideas.
Because she sucks.
Yep.
And, yeah. So there we go. Let's write some goodness, and I will see you guys next time.